3, 2, 1. Welcome, everyone. We have here today on Talk to Tanner TV my good friend Aaron. He's running around, starting businesses, getting into the world of kicking asses, and I can't be more excited to have you on the show. So, without further ado, thank you so much for joining us, Aaron. And it's a total pleasure to see you, my man.
Thanks a lot for having me, Tanner. I appreciate the opportunity, man. Thank you.
So I guess to get us started, just tell me about yourself and what you got going on, and just so people can get to know you a little better.
Well, my name's Aaron Harts. I grew up in Sterling, Illinois. I have a jewelry business that I've been running for about 4 years now. So things have been going well. It's actually snowballing kind of bigger and better than it has ever. So, I mean, after 4 years, I better be good at it, but you know what I mean? So that's one good thing I got going for me. I've actually been training something new, something kind of random. Muy Thai I picked up when they lowered the basketball hoops at the gym, and I couldn't get my cardio there. So I just started hitting the bags, and then, I started going to practice. And then after practice, now I got a tournament in 2 days. So that's kind of just where I've been going with things. I've been training a lot, really hard for the fight. I've been getting custom orders out to my customers, and just taking care of business the best that I can, man.
So those are two huge pieces in and of themselves, keeping your, dude, you are looking shredded right now. So, and
thank you.
I'm a huge fan of combat sports. I'm a bit of a chicken shit. I wouldn't jump into the cage myself, but I absolutely nothing but praise for you guys and the business side of things. Let's dive into this a little bit. We got here at the bottom, if you guys are wanting to tune in a little more into Aaron's social media life, Credibles he's got going on. He's very active on there. Great content. As the business thing, can you kind of just talk about what Third Eye Wraps is and kind of what it represents?
Yeah. So Third Eye Wraps is kind of another thing I just picked up randomly, man. It's crazy how the universe just puts things in front of me, and then I just flow with it as it goes. I was living in Colorado, and I just started to I was working out at Finish Line. I was a manager out there. I just got promoted, actually, for the second time. And I was just like, man, I don't really know if I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. So I just packed up my whole basically life, me and my girlfriend, my 2 dogs, and we just started tent camping. And we went throughout the Southwest and kind of just explored the Southwest. Yeah. So it was a very enlightening experience. And during that experience, we actually ran into some people that were camped next to us. And they were a part of the craft, and they knew the craft. It was what they did for me. And so they actually taught us how to do that on our journey. So it was kind of cool how that just ran into each other. We crossed paths at the perfect time. I mean, I was looking for what I was going to do next, and this kind of just presented itself as I left myself open for it too. So basically, they taught us the basics, and I fell in love with it. And now I am wire wrapping crystals in various types of metals for a living. So that's kind of where we're at. That's what I do.
This is okay. Yeah, for sure. How I think most people would agree that how ideas come into place, they fall out of the sky, the universe, into the most random situations. Yeah. But I think a highlight, you gotta, going from your job to going to explore what you really wanted to do, created the opportunity. And that's something I wanted to highlight. It's just, that's sometimes the things that need to do. You gotta be a little uncomfortable and take that leap of faith.
No, absolutely.
In the sense. I agree 100%. And it's, how long did it take you to learn how to say rap or the crafter?
Man. It's definitely a learning experience. You're not going to be good at it your first time, or you are, and you're one of the lucky ones, but I wasn't personally. So I kind of just kept working and working. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm getting better. I was like, oh, wait, you like this? Oh, okay. Well, I am getting better. And, the confidence just kind of raises from there. And people are like, the reactions is really what it is. It's the reactions from people. And they really, truly appreciate what you're doing. And that connection is why I love to do this. That connection I couldn't really find anywhere else. I tell you, it's something different. It's almost, I can't even really explain it. It's powerful though. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah. You can hear it in your voice, the like passion and energy behind it. And that's what's, going to get people to fall in love. And it seems like people don't just buy what you have, they buy why you do it. And if you're able to come off how you present it, and it's the connection on it and the representation, it turns into a beautiful product, as you can see I see all the time on all your social media stuff.
Yeah, I try to just share and keep updated with the sales that are going on, the custom orders I'm working on, just different connections with people, their reactions. They'll give me a shout out. I'll screenshot that, post it to my page. I can't say enough how much I really appreciate the support from everyone. It's unreal. It really drives me to continue to do what I do, man. And I just appreciate it. I want everybody who's watching that supports me already, and those who don't, whoever, just to know that I appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank you very much.
The appreciation goes a long way. That's so nice of you. You're a sweet soul. With going forward, what's kind of the vision for this going forward, do you think?
So right now I've been getting a few offers from a few different businesses. I actually did an art show about 2-3 weeks ago now, down on the riverfront here locally. So that went really well, man. It was a beautiful day. There was some music, there was food, there was people, businesses, organizations walking around, coming to meet us and everything. And it was, man, the vibe was just beautiful, man. And I couldn't have asked for a better time. Sales went very well. I got an offer from 2 different companies, and actually the day after, I sold a line of my jewelry to a company on top of what we made the day before. So that was pretty uplifting as well, man. I really appreciated that.
Damn. Yeah, no, that is stellar. That's absolutely. No, congrats to you. And that's the music, the sunshine, and all that. I'm sure people are just dying to get into that type of environment and seeing it, and you got something to show for it and remember it even more. And no, that's as they say, stars aligning. That's
man, I feel it.
So 4 years into it,
roughly 4,
if you had to restart, what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself?
One piece of advice, if I had to restart, I would say, work harder from the beginning. I was, in the beginning, I was just kind of, it was more fun for me and just a little more lackadaisical with it. But if I would have started my foundation, how my mindset is set now, it's something you have to work towards, obviously. But I feel like that would be the advice I'd give myself, man. Stay on it. Grind out 10 pendants a day. You know what I'm saying? Stay at it, and you're gonna reap the benefits. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see what that does for you. I believe I was raised on hard work is the only way to get things done. Hard work is the only thing that's going to bring you to the top. And I live by that, literally live by it. That's the advice I'd give myself. Work harder, no matter what, no matter how hard I'm working, work harder, because there's always another level you can go higher in whatever you're doing. That's what I truly believe. And that's what I've, grown to live by. So.
I was just having an awesome chat with one of my coaching clients, and he looked up to Kobe Bryant quite a bit. And I was watching some of these motivational videos, and he said everything you're saying. He's just like, you think you're working hard, but there's another level to this. If this is truly, acting, you're acting off of the things that you really want versus how you're feeling in the present moment, whether you're tired or this and that. And that's, I hope that's motivating to people listening and trying to learn from that pushing forward towards the things that you do really want is really, really what matters. So that's hats off to you, man. That is because it's not easy, it's not, and it's hard to find that kind of stuff that can give you that necessary drive. But it's always inspiring to hear when people do find it.
Absolutely. It's just a mindset that I'm trying my best to stay in. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it.
Any more? So on the business side, talking to businesses, collaborations, I always like to hear that kind of stuff. Layouts and shows. What's any events coming up or anything that people can tune into that would that they could go check you out a little more? I mean, they'd love to see you in person.
Absolutely. So there's still a few pendants left in the first line of jewelry that I had put into a store. It's at the mall in Davenport, Iowa. It is. I have her card here. If you guys can see, I don't know. Oh, there it is. So Mama Sonia's Taranga Gift Shop, and that is in Davenport, Iowa, at the mall. So that's where you can find some of my jewelry. Obviously, you can order it from me. This season, I always like to do a few festivals. That's where that's where the love really came, man. Because when I first learned this, we went to a music festival right after, and I learned about this, and I was like, wow, there's other people that do this. This is so amazing. This is so beautiful. The music, again, the vibe, everything was right. It was nice out. It's like, man, I think I could do this. So, I plan on getting into a couple more music festivals this year, man. I believe I'm going to do summer camp in Chillicothe, Illinois. That's a few months out. So if you just Google summer camp, I mean, there's definitely just more than 1,000 links you can go to if you want to just check out on YouTube, like what it's like. The vibe's really nice. The people are always they come there to spread love, man. They come there to have a good time, to enjoy the music and share art and buy art and just vibe, man. There's not too many more beautiful places than I've been to than a music festival. I would suggest everybody that's watching to try one out. Just try one out and go to one. Maybe not even mine, just attend one, and it can change something in you, because it did that for me. It really did. And so I plan on going to summer camp. I don't have much else planned further than that because I have a few things in the next few months. I'm pretty busy coming up here, but definitely more than one, man. Definitely will be more than summer camp. So, I mean, message me on one of these down here, and I'll let you guys know which festival's next. You can join along. Come see how it goes, man. It's a lot of fun. So,
the checking it out and getting in that type of environment, I think in general, people are pretty pumped up to go listen to some music and go to a concert. And
I mean, who doesn't want to do that?
I feel like I've had this conversation about 100 times with friends. I bought tickets for this. They couldn't refund me. It's rolling over. Not sure what to do. And so people are going to be getting out there and going and enjoying it. And I mean, shoot, feeling like a little bit of a hermit, getting out there and trying to socialize a little bit. It's good.
How do you do this? How do you do this again? Yeah.
So you're how much time is this business taking up each week?
Man, lately with the fight, it's been focusing a little more on custom orders. So I kind of have an hourly set time to where I know what I can get done in this amount of time. So I probably do it about 5 to 6 hours a day in between training. And that's just custom orders. That's people that are set, that have committed to, I'm going to go ahead and get this piece. This is how I want you to make it. You know what I mean? So that's been a little easier to go that route rather than online selling or doing as many festivals as I already would have done, because I already would have gotten a few in if I weren't in fight camp. But so it's just a little tweaking to the normal routine. But I'd say, man, probably just about the same as everybody else that's not doing overtime, like 40 hours a week, So, yeah, I mean, in that 40 hours a week, I'm still wanting more time. Like I feel like I can get even more done than I'm doing. The week before the festival, I made 20 pendants in a week, and that's the most I've ever done. And each and every pendant takes man, anywhere from 4 to I'd say like 7, 8 hours. So, and that's just one. Yeah. So I gotta really tap in. I get my music in, and I go to town, man. That's how I work. That's the vibe I like to set my mind in, and that's how I work the fastest, the most efficient. So,
it's keeping you, man, that's got to be keeping you laser focused.
Yeah. Got to be on point.
And that's usually people's question of things. They're like, what's the time commitment? What's the bind? It's unfortunate. They're like, oh, I'm too busy for this. I'm too busy for that. It's like my grandpa who's retired is busy. Like, it's just that, unfortunately, that will not change. Learning how to make time for this kind of stuff for small business ideas. And you can always start small. And it's not, you don't have to be crushing out double-digit pendants like Aaron does. But just getting started on that initial basis, even when you're working that job, it's just to get to the next level. It's definitely is what is necessary, and it's clearly shown with your work.
Thank you.
I want to ask about the time thing, because you're doing combat sports, you're training, you're getting into that. What made you want to do that? Oh, yeah, by the way, we have shirts on. These Muy Thai. Talk more about this shirt that I got going on here.
Yeah, that looks nice on you, man. It looks nice on you. So
I got the right size. It feels good. I've been looking for a black shirt. But talk more about where you're training at and what it is all about.
Yeah, so I'm training at a couple different gyms, actually. The one that produced these shirts was Dixon Muy Thai with Trirong Kuntanta, and we're just out in Dixon, right under the Wellness Center, right next to Sumkit in Dixon. So we get a lot of good work in there, man. He's a Thai trainer. Respect to him, man. I cannot thank him enough for what he's instilled in me, not only in fighting, but in everyday walks of life. The laws that you learn in Muay Thai, you can bring them in and transition them into your own life, and every step, every day is better, man. Like I say, I can't thank him enough for what he's instilled. My other gym is Sauk Valley Jiu-Jitsu, and it's Muay Thai practice with Nick Meyer. Great coach. I speak so highly of these people because the respect I have for them is unmatched, just because they take time out of their day every day to come train somebody else in something they're already very good at. You know what I mean? They don't have to do that. They're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. So I really have a deep level of respect for that, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, that's right here in Sterling. And I've actually, I'm training at those two gyms, and then I actually picked up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well on the side, kind of just like to keep my cardio right, keep my, because I was cutting weight too for a while. I cut down quite a bit of weight for this. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu definitely helped with that, and that's my coach, Justin Penaflor. Great coach, very experienced on the mat. Man, don't get tangled up with that guy. Yeah, man, it's just been great. It's the transition's been so smooth. It's kind of unreal. It's like, whoa, am I meant to do this? Well, we're gonna find out in a couple of days. You know?
Hey, we will find out. Let's. When is that happening? Can people tune into that? Do you have to be there? Is there any way to watch that? What's up with that? How do I check this out?
Yeah, absolutely. So it is a Muay Thai tournament in Des Moines, Iowa, at the Holiday Inn Convention Center, but right by the airport. I have a link. I don't remember everything. I just kind of screenshot it. I can
put it all in the show notes.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that sent over. All the info. The weigh-ins will be tomorrow on Wednesday, so I gotta shoot up there. We got a hotel that we'll be staying in, and then the actual fights, the bouts will be decided on Thursday at 3:00. So I know it's kind of short notice because Des Moines is so far from where we currently are. However, there's live stream options, and that's what I'm going to send you over, because there's a few live stream options. So it's kind of cool. I'm like, man, people can sit at the comfort of their own home and watch me fight. I mean, that's cool. Let me go win some for them, you know? So
Hell yeah, I'll be
man.
tuning in 100%. I am
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
No, I'm pumped, man. I'm super excited. Everybody keeps asking, are you nervous? Do you know who you fight? This or that. I'm like, I'm not nervous. I'm excited. Do I know who I fight? No. I just know that they're gonna lose. And that's all I need to know. The rest is up in the air. So
that's the mindset you gotta have. You gotta have that mindset.
Absolutely.
It's so talking about when it's coming in, we'll have in the show notes how you guys links that you can tune into. And did we talk about why essentially why you wanted to get into this?
Briefly we did. It was I train out at Westwood, my strength and conditioning I do out there. So I was heavy into basketball. I'm into football as well.
Oh, yes.
So when they took the basketball hoops down, it was after COVID, they left them down. So there wasn't anything in my cardio room but the bags. So I was like, well, let me mosey on over here. I started hitting the speed bag, getting the heavy bag. And then I went to practice and I mean, now I'm going to fight in 2 days. So it's kind of just, like I said, the transition, the flow of it has been really smooth and really, like I said, it seems like I'm meant to do it, man. So.
Yeah, it's keeping in shape. It's I mean, man, shoot. You were talking about some of these side principles that you've learned within training. And I mean, my brother, he was really into jiu-jitsu and part of the community, and with being close with Austin Hubbard and some of the Justin Wetzels, and those dudes are kicking some ass. But there's something like this respect and this peace that resonates around this sport. After the fights, these dudes are hugging each other, and they just got done beating each other's lights out. And I mean, what is that?
So a lot of the guys you just mentioned. Oh, on a side note, where I found my craft, I forgot to say, I was traveling with your brother at the time, Stevie. So he was a part of that whole deal. He was with me when I started my journey, man. Your brother, I'll never forget it. So I love that guy. I love you, Stevie. The rules, the laws, we call them the 3 laws in Muay Thai. A lot of the guys you just had mentioned have trained with Trirong as well. So, and Nick actually too. So the 3 laws that we learned, one is distance. If you know your distance, you're going to be okay no matter what. You know what I mean? If I'm too close to you and I'm going against the longer guy, then he's going to be able to reach me. If I'm farther away, and so on and so forth. Even in everyday life, if your distance isn't right with somebody, if you don't know how to relate to them, then the connection is going to be off. So like I say, with translating that into my everyday life, it kind of just goes hand in hand. The second law is rhythm. You have to have your own rhythm, your own feel about everything, not just fighting, everything. You have to be able to flow through things fluidly and to where no one else is do your best to make sure no one else is offended or just make sure it's as peaceful as possible. Make sure everybody feels comfortable in what you're doing. That's how I feel like that we should all walk throughout life. And that's what I try to do as best as I can. I thank my parents for raising me up, with that type of mindset, man. Respect to them, like seriously. And then the third law, so we have distance, rhythm. The third law is 90-10. 90-10 is always having that respect for your opponent, always having that mindset that, hey, this guy's a man too on the other side, I'm getting pretty good and I'm training really hard, but hey, this guy's doing the same thing and I don't know what he's doing over there. So I still have to have that respect and that just knowing that, hey, this guy is or could be on the same level as me. So you never give 100%. You never throw 100% strike because you never know what's coming back at you. You still got to keep your defense. And that's 90-10. My 10 is my defense. My 10 is what could come back at me. Just like in everyday life, man, 90-10. You don't ever let your emotions get the best of you, man. You just try to stay as humble and as calm as you can. Because if you give 100%, then that's when things go bad. You gotta know how to gauge it and not basically just blow your fuse. You know, you have to be able to just think through things and like I say, walk through life peacefully, man. That's what I've been trying to learn and implicate into my life, man.
Wow. Yeah, we can all trying to. So homework, see how you can apply these 3 principles: distance, rhythm, 90-10 within your own life to see. I mean, beautifully said. The composure, knowing where you're at, your tonality,
Absolutely.
body language. I mean, you don't have to be, having an 8-pack and throwing hard punches to apply these things. It's
Everybody
universal,
can do it.
and no, it's
Absolutely.
and that's the stuff people need to hear. So yeah, can't thank you enough for sharing.
Absolutely.
Well, I wanted. Are you a goals person? I mean, you're putting your head down and working hard at it. I mean, what's your experience with them and some advice you would have for these people on the goals front?
Man, goals are very, very important. I'm not a goal master or anything, but I have learned setting goals and reaching them, the fulfillment, the encouragement along the way. The ride is just, it's amazing, man. And it's uplifting and it drives you to keep doing what you are doing, setting goals. So I told myself I was going to lose 20 pounds at first. I set that goal of 20 pounds. I lost it in the first 30 days, 20 pounds, boom, that goal was met. Wow. I was just saying to myself, like, wow, I really did that. Okay, that goal is met. Well, now, and I was starting to get into the thinking, like, I was training during this, and I was like, I lost this weight. Well, let me go down a little bit more, see how much farther down I can get. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to lose 20 more. I'm going to drop to weight class 165, 172, all the way from 214. We're going to come all the way down there. People are like, there's no way, dude. Where are you going to lose it from? You ain't got no fat left on. Well, okay, I think I can, so I'm going to do that. And you know what? I did it. And that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting at 171 pounds talking to you. And these are goals that I just set for myself that I knew I could meet. And I didn't let anybody stray me off of that or laugh it off or, oh, this or that, or what are you going to eat? Nothing? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's just, there's so much that goes into it that people don't think about when you're setting these goals, but you have to be ready for those things. You have to know that climbing a mountain is not easy. There's always going to be, you stub your toe, you break your arm on the way up, but you still got to keep going. Because if you stop, then what was it all for? You set a goal that you didn't reach. You have to do whatever you can to reach that goal. Because why else would you have set it? If you didn't think that you could reach that goal, why else would you have set it? You have to make sure you overcome those mountains. And that's what I'm trying to do, man.
Dude, yeah, believing in that. And are you a visualization person? Do you kind of? I've heard from multiple combat athletes. It's like I've seen this 1,000 times, homie.
Yes.
Like I know exactly how this is going down. Is that something that you practice or you can talk about much?
Since I've been doing this, every walk through life, I've been thinking about what's going to happen in that ring. So I pictured, like you say, 1,000 scenarios, and one of them is going to happen. But to choose which one at the right moment and not get too greedy, not get too ahead of myself, not get too excited like I tend to do. That's my natural me. Got to stay calm in myself. But yeah, man, I visualized, oh my gosh, so many different things that are going to happen. And I'm excited to see which one. Because I'm not going to know until the moment. Until the time is right, that's when I'll know. So, yeah, I have some predictions, but we'll keep those to myself. I shared them with my family. So maybe next time I'll predict and share with everybody. Do the whole
we hopefully can get Aaron back on the show after a KO victory. That's what we're wanting. And
that'd be a good follow-up, huh?
Yeah, keeping on it. With you were envisioning, and the weight loss is something that matches exactly with the two things you were just talking about, goals and visualization and sticking through it. Did you have a nutritionist or we were just kind of self-taught, or I mean, the pounds don't just fall off, and I'm sure the kitchen was involved.
Yeah, no, I had to eat something. So I've actually been plant-based for 5 years now. So this is something that also started in Colorado as well, that I've carried with me, and I've just never let go, man. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the way it makes me think. My thoughts aren't clouded. I'm not getting random little pains in my body that I don't know what they are. And then I'm going to the doctor to see if he knows. He doesn't know, so he gives me a pill, yada, yada, yada. No, I try to eat fuel for my body. I eat things that are living, things that are life. And I feel like that is what helps me with my energy levels, helps me with my thinking, helps me with my performance, especially. I can't stress that enough. I perform so much better eating like this than I ever have. And I thought I was at the top of my game back in high school. Nah. 28-year-old Aaron is whooping senior Aaron. So, no, man, just, I'm just staying on it. Yeah.
Plant-based, it's, I think it's Game Changers, or it was some Netflix documentary, something like that, had blown up, and a lot of people had gotten into just the, plant-based athletes coming in and starting to understand that your protein doesn't have to, come from a cow necessarily to be able to recover properly and perform at a high level. Clearly, I mean, if you check out any Aaron's social media, it's you can build some muscle and maintain it with plant-based foods. So,
absolutely, yeah.
You brought up high school, Aaron. A question I love to ask: what is one thing you wish you knew when you were 18 years old?
One thing I wish I knew when I was 18. That's a good one. Well, going back to 18-year-old Aaron, I was a little bit more of a show off, so I was trying to squat, throw 600 pounds on the bar, and squat that up, and I got it. But I would like to go back and say, hey, man, maybe lower the weight a little bit and make sure your form is correct, so you're not feeling that in your back right now as we're speaking. So, I would just say, just don't be so show offy, man. Just do a lot of weight, but have correct form as well. It's important for the longevity of your body. So yeah.
Damn, no, that's well said. It's always curious to hear how people have grown. I mean, shoot, that's been a decade for you now, and and it just shows that whether it's the patience that you present or the work ethic. I mean, these things just take time. And and what's something you would say to somebody about the concept of like giving things time before you give up? You'd mentioned your business took 4 years to get to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And going off what you just said, man, the taking time thing, man, I would say to those out there who are trying to reach a goal, trying to get somewhere, consistency is key. Consistency. If you stay consistent and you have a goal set and you even set micro goals to get up to that goal. Like, for instance, I took pictures of my weight every day and I sent it to one of my good friends. I sent it to him and I said, man, I'm getting lower. Because he was one of the people that said, no way, you can't do it. You ain't got no more fat to lose. Well, I sent him pictures every day from when I was 214 to now when I'm 171, and his mind is blown. He's just like, man, I cannot believe it, dude. But if there's anybody that would do it, it's like, oh, now you believe me. But no,
yeah, of course.
no, I would just say to you guys out there that are listening, just stay consistent, man. You can do it. You can do it. No one can tell you that you can't. The only person that can make you not do one of your goals or not complete one of your goals is you. The only person who can make you complete your goals is you. Everyone outside of that has no say unless you allow it. That's the only way that they can get into your realm, get into your energy, is if you allow it. That's it. Consistency is key.
Hot damn, people. Consistency. This is, it's been in the playbook for thousands of years. And, it's that's why it's so nice to have these inspiring guests such as yourself on to just display it, because I'm a person, I love to tune in and see the play and the work in action, and sending that picture every day to your friend, that's that accountability, it's hey, homeboy, this is going, and it's just continuing to drop down. It's couldn't be more excited for you. I wanted to, I got to ask you one final question with what do you think's holding people back from doing the things that they know they should be doing?
That's a great question. That is a great question. I think the main thing holding people back from, well, as far as the fitness side, I'll just touch there first. I think it is the instant gratification, or the instant, I would say gratification, or the instant pleasing. Yeah. We are living in a world of instant pleasure. Okay, I want something, I can get it now. I want this, I can get it now. I'm sick, I can take this to make me better. That's what we think. But if the drive, the work, the journey is the part that's the most rewarding. Without the rain, the sunshine doesn't feel as good. You know what I mean? Like, without these obstacles and these trials, everything you go through on your path, that is what builds you up. That's what allows you to share your story with other people and make them excited with you, is what I went through to get here, man. Yeah, I'm here, but you don't even understand how hard I worked. And I don't even care that you don't understand, because I'm here. But I can explain to you that you can work just as hard, if not harder, and get to exactly where you want to be too. And I know everybody can, man. I know it. I've done it. I'm living proof. And I'm just a random dude, man. We can all do it, So yeah, man.
Well, that's some of the best advice we need. If we can kind of take that in, whether it's the time, the patience, or just willing to make that initial sacrifice, instant gratifications, like you're saying with, we don't need to get into taking a pain pill or whatever it is for that instant, like, quick fix. But yes, like you said, it's the long haul, and being uncomfortable along the way pays dividends. And yes, you're living proof, my friend. With are these shirts? Can people still buy these? Or
the shirts are still available, guys.
These are comfortable. These are nice. Yeah,
I like them too.
$20. It's like, yeah, for sure. So it's we'll put those in the show notes as well.
Thank you.
Well, Aaron, is there anything I didn't ask you that you want my audience to know on how to be more productive and happier in their everyday lives?
Just a piece to end on. Yeah, man. If there's anything that you guys want to motivate you, if there's anything that you want to drive you or keep you going, I would say you're working hard. Absolutely. I believe that all of you are working hard. But I would say just do whatever you can to push it to that next level, because you have to know, and you have to believe, and you have to trust that there is always someone working harder than you are. So that being said, I use that every single day to drive me to go harder. I'm doing things where I'm amazing myself. I didn't even realize I could do. I didn't know I could do. I swore up and down I'd never try it. And I'm accomplishing those goals too, because there's always somebody working harder than me. And I can't have that. I can't have that.
Yeah, we got some girls going out there and getting it done, and setting there's something that my life coach works with me constantly, is that we use other people as models, and we only make comparisons to ourselves bit by bit, making ourselves better every day. Again, you're living it. I can't thank you enough for coming on to the show. And we'll have to do another piece after you knock out the lights of whoever wants it. Who wants it?
Who wants some of Debo?
Well,
man. Thank you so much, Tanner. I appreciate you so much, man.
Awesome.
Can't explain it enough.
You're an amazing example. Thanks everyone for tuning in to Talk to Tanner
Thanks,
TV. We're gonna keep it rolling, keep getting people more productive and they're happier in their everyday lives.
Absolutely.
And until
That's
next time, thanks. Enjoy.
Thank you.